is good? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the absolutely massive market crash that is going to be coming to NBA 2K23. My team tomorrow, at least I believe tomorrow. Now, if 2K does something crazy and doesn't release endgame packs tomorrow, I'll be stunned. The market in general right now isn't super high. So, I mean, I'm not telling you guys that you gotta empty out your entire collection, but what I would say is if I had like a J.R. Smith, if I had a D-Rob, if I had a Harden, I would be getting rid of them. Because here's what you guys gotta realize. Endgames right now for the cheapest, I mean, Wade's not going to be super pricey, Jimmy's not either, but they're going to be cut in half, right? Because a lot of these Dark Matters that are 50,000 MT are only going to get cheaper. So the main thing I would say is if you have a guy like J.R. Smith, sell him. If you have a guy like Jimmy Butler, sell him. If you have any of those guys, I probably would get rid of him. Even with like a Magic Johnson, I'm going to hold on to mine. But I do believe you probably should get him. Now with Taco, Yao, Sean Bradley, for the most part, they're going to hold their value, so I wouldn't worry too much about selling those types of guys. But again, if you have like even a Kobe, an MJ, those are the types of guys that I definitely would think about replacing. Now, why? Well, because endgame packs are going to come out, and if they're anything like Invincible packs, they're going to be flying out of packs. I mean, we can go to the price of Invincibles, for example, and some of them, like a Big Z, like a Mark Eaton, are still relatively high. Now, on the other side of it, a lot of them are so cheap. Grant Hill is 7,000 MT. Pau Gasol, less than 10,000 MT, and he is pretty solid. Like, a lot of these guys are really, really cheap in general. And even for a guy like, let's say, a Tim Thomas, right? His price has went down a lot as well. So that's just kind of the course that it's going to take with endgame cards. Again, I'm not saying that you guys have to necessarily sell off your entire team and do all this, do all that. But what I am saying is, the auction house is going to crash for endgames sooner rather than later, especially for the cheaper endgames. Again, anybody not named, Taco, Yao, Sean Bradley, they're going to go way down in price. Maybe even like KP and Bobo might hold their value. Even Wemby, but everybody else is going to go way down in price. Now, the best way to kind of phrase this is, even look at Invincible Wemby, right? Before these Invincible packs came out, he was way, way, way more expensive. Now he's down like just above 200,000 MT when before he was 400, 500,000 MT. That is probably going to be the same thing that happens to this Wemby. So like right now, I don't know the exact price he's going to go for, but when endgame packs do come out, when they do get released, his price probably going to go down. So again, we'll see what happens with leaks. Obviously, by the time this video is released and you guys watch it, leaks might already be out, but who knows, right? Because the card collector isn't even available right now. So that throws a different kind of twist into this, because what if they actually drop new content this Friday and then follow it up next week with the endgame packs? Who really knows? I'm maybe expecting just new game mode rewards, and that might be it for Rashard Lewis. But again, it's 2K, right? You can never count on anything with this game mode. But that's just kind of where I sit on things. Am I going to sell my collection? Well, no, because I've already sold a lot of them, right? Magic, I've already got rid of him for just over 100,000 MT. D-Rob, I sold him as well. And so that's just kind of where I stand on things. I sold some of my players, not all of them. And again, I feel like 821,000 MT is enough for me to do what I personally need to do from here on out. So even with my No Money Spent Squad series, I basically sold everybody, and I'm just using the cheapest team possible right now. And that is something that I probably would recommend to you guys. And even if you can, swap out PG for a T-Mac today and cash out on PG, I definitely recommend doing it, because who knows what the price of these cards are totally going to be, totally going to look at. And again, even with these Invincible packs, if endgame packs look like this, the market is going to crash just so much, because you got to realize these Invincible packs are here to stay. So you're going to have Invincible packs out, you're going to have endgame packs out, and it's going to be crazy, okay? It is going to be legitimately endgame in my team. It's crazy that it's August 10th, and I know, the game dead? I mean, kind of, but the thing is, it's really going to next week, really crash the market. And with the less people, with the amount of people playing, dropping, obviously the market is going to crash as well. So just everything I basically leads to the market being down in general and only dropping. And so again, if I'm you guys today, I'm clearing out my collection, especially for the cheap end games like a J.R. Smith, like a, you know, Jimmy Butler, like a Michael Jordan. I don't know exactly what his price is, but yeah, those are the types of guys I am getting rid of. Even for this Michael Jordan at 88,000, I'd put him up for 84,000 and just take that MT and run with it. Because I mean, even for a guy like me, right? I have 821,000 MT. They might not be guaranteed endgame packs like the Invincibles weren't, but you know, the majority of Dark Matters pulled still were Invincibles. So if endgame packs again are anything like that, people are going to be opening packs, okay? And that just leads to the supply going up, the demand probably dropping, and just in general is going to be an absolute massive crash. So what would I do to kind of prepare for this, guys? Empty out your collection, not just those end games, but if you have any extra historic uniforms, man, stock up your MT. You're gonna see me on my No Money Spent, guys. I sold all of my silver and bronze shoe boosts as well. Any extra things that you guys have in your collection that you guys can get rid of, I'd go through and do it because it is endgame in my team. And by the time you guys might be like, well, Ty, I can put these things up and sell them, man. You're not going to put them up on the auction house. Let's be realistic with each other. You're like me. You're probably lazy. And look, you're not going to have time to put up silver shoe boosts. And what are the odds that they would even sell? So again, those are just the things I personally would think about for you guys today. If you have any extra, you know, MT that you can get, try to do it. Stock up for this, you know, end game drop that should be coming tomorrow. Now again, if we get leaks and it doesn't come tomorrow, I'll eat my words. I'll be surprised and we'll go on from there. But that is my prediction heading into tomorrow's content in general. So let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Again, if you don't want to do anything, I mean, you don't have to do anything. I'm not telling you that you have to sell your squad. I am telling you though, the market is probably going to crash in a big time way. So if you've been waiting on, you know, the Paul George, Magic Johnsons, Bron, Giannis, Ben Simmons, Wembys of the world, again, all of them should be relatively cheap. Obviously, Wemby, Yao, Taco, Sean Bradley, those type of guys still are going to be pretty pricey because Giants run the game. People know that. And they probably won't be as, you know, as juiced in packs as, you know, a guy, let's say like a Dwayne Wade, for example. And who knows, maybe the content tomorrow will be the troll Dark Matters like John Stockton, Chris Paul, those type of guys. They could throw them in packs just to make a more kind of troll Dark Matter end games that, you know, they could basically make guaranteed end game packs then. And then those type of small guards could be flying out of them. So just kind of trying to prepare you guys for what we could possibly see tomorrow. Again, I'm not a 2K dev. I can't sit up here and tell you guys exactly what is going to come. The only thing I can do is try to get me and us prepared for the situation that is probably going to come, which is a big time auction house crash. Maybe we'll get some new troll Dark Matters as well as some Dark Matter end games. Who honestly knows? The only thing for me that still is really interesting is the fact that collector level still is not available, and how is 2K going to go about that? That's gonna wrap it up for our video. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Never blessed. Stay.